Hi, it's Chris. In this video, we're going to show you how to remove and reinstall the terminal block on your dryer. Removing and reinstalling your terminal block typically does not require any special tools. Keep in mind if your machine needs to be repaired, it's usually simple enough to do it yourself. Visit partselect.com, enter your model number, and quickly find and order the part you need. Now, what does a terminal block do? Terminal block is the item that basically connects the wiring from your home and your power supply to the wiring harness inside the dryer itself. The first thing we want to do is remove the power from the dryer. And that can be done either by unplugging it, or if it's hardwired in, you're going to want to go to your circuit breaker and turn off the breaker, or if it's a fuse panel, remove the fuses for your dryer. So now that we've removed the power supply from the dryer itself, what we want to do is go around to the back of the dryer where either your house wiring enters the dryer or the power cord that's on the back enters the dryer. So now we have an access panel right here that's going to give us clear view of the terminal block. So we're just going to remove the screw, and that'll allow us to remove the access plate. And now we can clearly see the terminal block itself. We can see where the wires from the power cord attach to the terminal block, and if we look a little closer to the upper side, we can see where the wires from the dryer, its wiring harness, connect to the terminal block. So if for some reason you need to replace your terminal block, it's quite easy to do. So the first thing we're going to do is remove these screws, and that will release the wires from the cord itself or the power supply from your home. And you'll notice your wires are color-coded. Typically the white wire always attaches in the middle. And if you're concerned about getting them mixed up, it was a great idea just to take a photograph picture with your phone or whatever of where the wires are and the colors. So it makes it easier for you to put it back together. So now with those screws removed, we now have the wires from our cord free and clear. We do have a ground wire that comes from the cord, but we don't have to remove that when we replace the terminal block. Now we can remove the terminal block by removing the mounting screws. With those screws removed, we can now pull the terminal block out. And we can see that these are the wires that go to the dryer itself. So now to release the wires, there's a little locking tab on each wire right there where it locks into the terminal block. So what we want to do is just take our screwdriver and release that tab just by giving a little twist. That'll allow us to pull the wire forward and pull it straight up away from the terminal block. Now we want to do the same thing with the other two. Now you will notice that the bolt that the screw goes into is loose, so you'll just want to make sure you take that off, set it aside, because you're going to need to put it into the new one. Now we'll do the same thing for the white wire. We're going to release that tab and pull it out of position, and we'll want to keep that nut. Last wire, the same thing. We're going to release that tab. So as you can see, it's just that easy to remove the terminal block on the dryer. Now, if it has been melted and burnt up, and you'll see that some of the wires have been overheated, depending on the length of the wire, you may be able to cut that back and get a new terminal and put on it. Or in some cases, you may not have any other choice but to order a new cord. If these are burnt up and you can't get a terminal for it, you may just have to get the new cord to replace it. But if you do, it's very easy. It's the same connection process. So to install our terminal block, it's actually quite easy to do. Now you remember when we removed these, we had to unlock these little tabs, and sometimes they get bent down and won't lock into your new one. So you'll just want to take your needle nose pliers and just bend them back up a little bit so they'll lock into place. So first thing we want to do in bringing in the terminal block is, of course, place one of the locking nuts. Take our wire, bring it down in just like that, and now just push the wire into the block, and you'll actually hear the click of those little fingers that we had to bend out of place to get it out snap into position. So now we'll take our next wire and do the same thing. We're going to put our nut into position. Bring our white wire in. Slide that tab down into the block. And then push it into position. And again, you'll hear and feel it snap into position. Now our last wire, put the nut in position. Bring our last wire in. Slide it down in so that tab locks into the block. And push it into position. And there, that's locked. Now we can mount the terminal block directly to the dryer itself. Push our wires back into place. And secure it with the mounting screws. One on each side. Snug those up. Terrific. Terminal block is now mounted. Now we want to connect the wiring that comes from the plug or your house power supply. We'll start with the one on the right. That's our black wire. Put our screw in. Bring it into position. And tighten it up nice and tight. Now we'll do our white wire. So we're going to put our screw through the connection from the cord, and then we're going to put it through the connection for the white wire from the dryer, and insert it into the nut and tighten it up. And again, make sure this connection is really nice and tight. Lastly, our red wire goes into the last position on the left. Again, secure it tightly. Now all we need to do is put our access plate back on, secure it with the screw. There we go. Now it's just a matter of turning our dryer around and restore our connection by putting the plug back in, or if you're hardwired in, you're going to want to turn on your breaker or replace the fuse that you removed. So there you go. It's just that easy to replace the terminal block on your dryer.